If you want to unlock maximum FPS in Fortnite and play like the pros, then this video is for you. Today, I'm revealing game-changing tweaks that top-tier players use to boost performance, crush stutters, and eliminate FPS drops, no matter what kind of PC you're running. These optimizations will give you that competitive edge you've been searching for. Hit that like button, subscribe for more pro tips. Let's dive. One of the first things you can do to potentially boost FPS in Fortnite, especially when running DirectX 12, is to clear your NVIDIA shader cache. This is actually a tip recommended by Epic Games themselves if you're not seeing ideal performance. To do it, press Windows plus R to open the Run dialog box, then type in %localappdata% and hit Enter. Once you're inside that folder, navigate back one step and open the local low directory. From there, look for a folder named NVIDIA and keep going deeper until you reach the folder with the cache data. Go ahead and select and delete everything inside. If you get a message saying some files are currently in use, no worries. Just skip those. Clearing out this cache can help eliminate corrupted or outdated shader data, which can cause stutters or FPS drops. And it's one of those little-known pro tweaks that can make a noticeable difference in how smooth Fortnite runs. Let's move by fine-tuning the Epic Games launcher settings, a simple step that many casual players overlook, but pros never skip. Open the launcher, locate Fortnite, click the three dots next to it, and select Options. First up, you'll see Save the World. If you're not actively playing that mode, uncheck it. It takes up unnecessary storage and can slightly affect load performance. Next, turn off high-resolution textures. While they make the game look prettier, competitive players prioritize smoother gameplay over visuals, and disabling this gives a noticeable boost in FPS, especially on lower-end systems. Then there's pre-download streamed assets. Keep this enabled. It ensures all in-game assets are loaded before your match starts, preventing stutters or frame drops when new textures or models pop in. These launcher tweaks are subtle, but together, they give your system a smoother, pro-level performance edge. Alright guys, now head over to my official website and grab the Fortnite Maximum FPS Pack. The download link is in the description. Once downloaded, extract the zip file and open the folder. Inside, you'll find several tools. But first, go into the Windows Registry Optimization folder. Here, you'll see a collection of pre-configured registry tweak files designed specifically to boost gaming performance. These tweaks are focused on reducing system latency, improving resource allocation, and preventing unnecessary background interruptions. Instead of manually navigating through the registry editor, just double-click each file to install it instantly. It saves you time, eliminates the risk of mistakes, and ensures your system is fully optimized with pro-level tweaks that top Fortnite players use to get the smoothest possible experience. Now let's dive into Fortnite prioritization, a crucial step for fine-tuning your system's performance specifically for Fortnite. Start by opening the Fortnite priority folder. Inside, you'll find a few registry files designed to adjust how your CPU handles the game. If you're playing Fortnite on a low-end PC, apply the normal priority registry file. This setting ensures your system balances performance and prevents it from overloading, giving you a smoother Fortnite experience without pushing weaker hardware too hard. For mid-range systems, the medium priority file is the best option. It allocates more power to Fortnite, boosting performance while maintaining system stability. For high-end setups, the high-priority registry file is the go-to choice. It forces Windows to prioritize Fortnite above all else, giving the game maximum access to your CPU. This is how pros squeeze out every last frame, ensuring smooth and consistent performance during intense gameplay. By selecting the right priority level based on your system's specs, you can ensure Fortnite runs as smoothly as possible, providing a consistent FPS that's tailored to your PC's capabilities. Alright boys, let's get into one of the secret weapons pro Fortnite players use to squeeze out every last frame, a tool called Quick Boost. This utility is a favorite among competitive gamers who need their system running at peak performance, with no lag, no hiccups, just pure frames. Once you've got it installed, launch it and you'll see several tabs: General, Advanced, Cleanup, Storage, and Windows. We'll kick things off with the General tab. This is where most pros start right after a Windows update to kill all those performance-hurting background processes. First, make sure you enable exclusive full-screen mode. This forces Fortnite to take full control of the display output, preventing Windows from layering unnecessary effects or overlays on top of your gameplay. That means smoother FPS and less input delay. Next, go ahead and disable Xbox Game Bar. Even if you're not using it, it eats up CPU cycles quietly in the background. Turn off startup telemetry too. Pros, don't let Windows waste resources tracking background data. Also, disable mouse acceleration. Fortnite's a game where pixel-perfect aim wins fights, and raw input gives you way better accuracy. While you're here, switch off power saving mode. You want your CPU pushing full throttle, not holding back to save energy. Finally, disable any unnecessary system services that aren't needed while gaming. This frees up CPU threads that Fortnite can actually use to run better. Now, head over to the Advanced Tasks tab. This is where the real Fortnite-specific gains kick in. One of the key settings pros use is disabling Power Forward Link. This hidden feature throttles performance in the name of energy efficiency, but in Fortnite, that's the last thing you want. You'll also find memory tweaks that help your RAM allocate resources more effectively, so Fortnite loads maps, textures, and assets way faster. And it's a big help in reducing microstutters during build fights. Another gem here is adjusting the hardware data queue size. Increasing this lets your system process mouse and keyboard input more efficiently. For Fortnite, where edit speed and fast aim are everything, this can be a serious competitive advantage. Let's move on to the Storage tab. This one's all about cleanup. You'll want to clear temp files, logs, cache folders, all the digital clutter that slows down your drive. Running a full disk cleanup here boosts system responsiveness, especially if you're running Fortnite off a small SSD. Less clutter each always faster load times and smoother transitions between lobbies and matches. And finally, jump into the Windows tab. Here, pros apply some finishing touches to make the system more gaming-focused. For example, enabling hidden folders lets you quickly find and delete leftover junk from Fortnite updates or crash logs. Disable notifications so no annoying pop-ups ruin a clutch moment. Turn off clipboard history. It quietly eats RAM you could be using for the game. And don't forget to disable Windows transparency effects. It's a small visual change, but it lowers GPU and CPU usage just enough to give your FPS a nice boost, especially if you're on a lower-end rig. To get started with Gear Up Booster, download the tool from the official website using the link after downloading. Install it on your PC. Once installed, you'll see the Gear Up Booster interface. The first thing you'll need to do is log in with your Facebook or Google account. On the Home tab, you'll find all the games installed on your PC. If you go to the Games tab, you can browse thousands of games available for optimization. To optimize your network and FPS, return to the Home tab and select the game you want to boost. For example, I'll select Fortnite. Click the Boost button, and the tool will begin optimizing the game. It will automatically find the best server for you. Next, you'll need to choose your server region. Select the nearest server for the best connection. In my case, the middle server works best. After selecting the server, close the window. Now go to the Not tab where you'll see a list of servers available in the Middle East. Choose the nearest one or let Gear Up automatically pick the best server for you. I recommend setting it to Automatic for the best results. Finally, close the window and launch your game using Gear Up Booster. Next, let's take care of Discord's hardware acceleration, a setting that many competitive Fortnite players disable to squeeze out better performance. To turn it off, open Discord, click the gear icon at the bottom left to open Settings, then scroll down to the Advanced tab. Here you'll find the hardware acceleration option. By default, it's turned on. But if you usually have Discord running in the background while playing Fortnite, it's a smart move to disable it. Just click the toggle and restart Discord when prompted to apply the change. This frees up valuable GPU resources and can make Fortnite feel noticeably smoother, especially during intense fights or when loading into new zones. Next up, we're jumping into in-game Fortnite settings, where every pro dials things in to gain that FPS edge and smoother gameplay. One trick many top-tier players use is switching to windowed full screen instead of the standard full screen. Now, that might sound odd since NVIDIA has shown that full screen offers slightly lower input delay, but pros often go with windowed full screen because it works better with stretched resolutions. Using a stretched resolution not only boosts FPS but can also reduce input lag and make enemy models appear slightly larger, giving players a subtle but useful visual advantage. That's a big reason why many competitive players ditch standard full screen for this setup. While you're still in the settings, scroll down to the bottom and look for the energy saving options. There are two of them, and many players have reported random stutters when these are turned on. That's why I highly suggest turning both of them off. Right above that, check out the replay options. I personally disable most of them since saving replays in the background can eat up resources and lower your overall performance. Now switch over to the audio tab and look for the subtitles section. This one's underrated. Turn subtitles off, set the text size to extra small, pick white as the text color, disable the text border, and set background opacity to clear. Believe it or not, some pro players tweak this just to shave off a little more system strain and get that tiny FPS boost. If you haven't tested this yet, definitely give it a shot. That wraps up today's guide. If this helped you out, don't forget to drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you in the next one. PN.